So rapid fire news. We're going to be doing a little bit of rapid fire news where I break down a couple news topics that are not super huge, that doesn't have a lot of information, but I feel like I wanted to talk to you guys about and bring it to your attention. And the first one up is a big Star Wars article. This is coming from Deadline. The Mandalorian and Grogu. Hopefully that is not the name of the movie because that is weird. But The Mandalorian and Grogu is in the works. This has been rumored for a long time. There was going to be a Mandalorian film coming out, and we have the official announcement. Jon Favreau is going to be directing and producing it. We don't know who the writer is, I think. Let me go into the article and see. I'm really excited for Jon Favreau to direct this. He's an underrated director. Lucasfilm on Tuesday broke the news of a new Star Wars film, The Mandalorian and Grogu, to be directed and produced by the Mandalorian creator, Jon Favreau. Details as to the plot of the film are under wraps, but it will commence production sometime this year. In addition to Favreau, producers of the project include Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni. Obviously, Kathleen Kennedy will always be producing it because she's ahead of Star Wars, and Dave Filoni is just him and Jon Favreau go together like this. So it just makes sense for them to come together and work on this. And I think, honestly, this should be the three-way pair for all Star Wars projects. I know that people have a hate train on Kathleen Kennedy, but she has made some solid decisions, like green lighting The Mandalorian in the first place, green lighting Andor, the first Force Awakens. I like Last Jedi, Rogue One, one of the best Star Wars movies. So I'm excited for this. There's not a lot of details. This goes into the whole the Mandalorian history. We all know this. It's not yet confirmed whether Pascal will reprise his role as the Mandalorian for the new film. At present, the fourth season of the history is also in development. That would be really weird if Pedro Pascal doesn't come back for the role. That'd be really weird. Even if he doesn't take the helmet off and he just does some voiceover, gotta at least do that. I have loved telling stories set in the rich world that George Lucas created. Favreau said the prospect of bringing the Mandalorian and his apprentice Grogu to the big screen is extremely exciting. And then Kathleen Kennedy said Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have ushered into Star Wars 2 new and beloved characters, and this new story is a perfect fit for the big screen. The Mandalorian and Grogu leads an ongoing feature development slate, a Lucasfilm that also includes films helmed by Shireen Abe-Chinoy, James Mangold, and Dave Filoni, as previously announced. This would set the film up as the first Star Wars universe to hit theaters since Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, which was straight up boo-boo. So with that one, I am excited, but I'm trepidatious. The reason why I'm trepidatious is about the fact that this is happening. Well, as a Mandalorian fan, as someone that watched all 3 seasons and enjoyed all 3 of them, the fact that The Mandalorian has never been that, the first season did really well in the ratings. I think it hit number 1 on Nielsen for a couple weeks. But season 2, I don't think ever really got that high. And then season 3 didn't as well. The heat for the Mandalorian series dropped. So I'm in fear that we're going to get a situation like the Marvels where people don't know who these characters are. People didn't know who Monica Rambeau was. People didn't know who Miss Marvel was. So they're going to be seeing this trailer for this this new Star Wars movie and wait, what's happening? Why it feels like this is already stuff that's continuing from before. And then they're going to feel like, oh, I have to do homework. Like a lot of people like to use that word when they have to go watch something entertaining it's homework. So I'm scared that's what's going to happen. On the other half, I'm scared that we're going to get a lot of recapping in the movie because they are scared of people feeling like they're lost in the film. I don't know if there's a big enough fan base of The Mandalorian to go power a high-budget Mandalorian film, but we got to see what they come up with. Maybe they might bring in some old characters, and this might be a mixture of things, maybe tie in Andor somehow, and bring in Luke Skywalker. If we get a young Luke Skywalker, that would be huge. It will draw people in no matter what. Sebastian Stan as young Luke Skywalker. But I'm excited for this movie for this very reason. Jon Favreau being behind the camera, but I'm trepidatious because of what happened with the Marvels. And also, that would be a horrible name for the movie. But that is the name right now. It may change. It's in early development. Well, we'll see.